And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. It's a warm start to the day as we're seeing mid-50s out there here just before the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Maybe some low 40s, but well above freezing across the board. Let's take a look at those forecast temperatures here for the day today. As it's going to be very similar to what we saw, of course, for your Tuesday. Yesterday, we got up to 79 degrees. We're going to be in the 50s here for the morning period, up into the 70s by lunchtime today. And I think daytime highs will be just a few degrees warmer than yesterday. Looking at low 80s here in Amarillo and really most of the region. Low 80s, maybe some mid 80s down off around places like Childress, while the cooler, quote unquote, cooler parts of the area, places like Clayton and Elkhart there, maybe high 70s at the absolute lowest, which is still 5 to 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. 67 as you head on into this evening and tonight. Overnight lows tonight, really pretty quiet out there. Very similar to what we're seeing out there for this morning so far, 48 degrees. You'll see some scattered 50s in parts of the area, like I said, giving further credence to the possibility that maybe that freeze we saw, of course, earlier this week might be the last freeze of the season. We're going to have to wait and see. But generally for the time being, temperatures are staying still pretty warm despite a weak boundary that's pushing through. You're going to see those winds turn out of the north today. Obviously, as we just saw from our temperatures, it's not going to affect our temperatures that much as we still have 81 for a high today, so really not necessarily cool out there, but 5 to 15 mile an hour winds calming as we go into this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we'll get those winds back out of the south-southeast, but you're going to notice they turn right back out of the north going into your Thursday afternoon for tomorrow, and I think that might actually bring temperatures down at least slightly. For your daytime highs on Thursday, 77 degrees. Those mid-80s stay down off towards the southern parts of the area with mid to high 70s up in the north. So hesitate to use the term very strong cold front, but it is a cool down compared to what we're seeing out there right now. But our next weather maker still remains the same. It's that this weekend is looking drier, warmer, and maybe a little bit breezy as well. We're going to see this high pressure system. It's currently set up to our southwest, and well, with the high pressure, that just means pretty uneventful weather, which means 80s and 90s for our forecast. Things are looking pretty toasty out there as we head into the latter parts of the week. You'll see those 80s and 70s here through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, 90 degrees, overnight lows in the mid 50s. Maybe a possibility of some low-end rain chances next Tuesday. Right now, looking at about a 10% shot. Not really anything too exciting there, but do know your First Alert Weather team is monitoring for the possibility of rain chances. It just looks to be pretty toasty in between then and now.